1928. A year of discovery, diplomacy, and dramatic change. Step back into 1928. A year filled with political shifts, scientific breakthroughs, and cultural moments that helped shape the modern world. January 1928. Stalin begins first five-year plan. Joseph Stalin started the first five-year plan in the Soviet Union. The plan aimed to industrialize the country and grow the economy through government control. Impact. This marked the start of economic planning in the USSR, which turned it into a global power but caused human suffering. Key figure: Joseph Stalin, Soviet leader, February 1928. Discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming. In a London lab, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin after seeing mold kill bacteria. Impact. This became the base of antibiotics and saved millions of lives in the future. Key figure: Alexander Fleming. British scientist, March 1928. Chiang Kai-shek becomes leader of China. Chiang Kai-shek was named leader of China after the Northern Expedition impact. This united China under the Nationalist Party, but conflict with communists remained key figure. Chiang Kai-shek, leader of the Nationalist Party. April 1928. First solo flight across the Pacific Ocean. Charles Kingsford Smith planned the first solo transpacific flight from the US to Australia. Impact. This raised global interest in long-distance air travel. Key figure: Charles Kingsford Smith, aviation pioneer. May 1928. Italy becomes a one-party state. Benito Mussolini passed laws that gave full control to the fascist party. Impact. This ended democracy in Italy and inspired other dictatorships. Key figure: Benito Mussolini, Prime Minister of Italy. June 1928. Amelia Earhart flies across the Atlantic. Amelia Earhart became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic as a passenger. Impact. Her courage inspired women worldwide and made her an aviation icon. Key figure: Amelia Earhart, American aviator, July 1928. Women get full voting rights in the UK. The UK gave all women over 21 the right to vote in elections. Impact. This was a big step in gender equality and helped the global women rights movement. Key figure: British Parliament and suffrage leaders. August 1928. Kellogg-Briand Pact signed. 60 nations signed a peace deal to reject war as a national policy. Impact. Though it did not stop future wars, it was a major move toward world peace. Key figures: Frank Kellogg and Aristide Briand, September 1928. Rocket science research published. German scientist Hermann Oberth published work on rocket propulsion. Impact. This helped inspire space science and future space travel. Key figure: Hermann Oberth, pioneer in astronautics. October 1928. Mickey Mouse debuts in Steamboat Willie. Walt Disney released Steamboat Willie with Mickey Mouse and synchronized sound. Impact. This changed animation forever and created a global icon. Key figure: Walt Disney, creator of Mickey Mouse. November 1928. Herbert Hoover wins U.S. election. Herbert Hoover became President of the United States with promises of peace and progress. Impact. His leadership would soon be tested by the Great Depression. Key figure: Herbert Hoover. President-elect, December 1928. Global radio broadcasting grows. Radio reached millions across the world, with music, news, and more. Impact. This started a new age of communication and global connection. Key figures, radio stations and broadcasters worldwide. Key figures of 1928. Joseph Stalin, leader of Soviet industrial growth. Alexander Fleming, discoverer of penicillin. Chiang Kai-shek, leader of China. Amelia Earhart, aviation pioneer. Walt Disney, creator of Mickey Mouse. Benito Mussolini, dictator of Italy. Herbert Hoover, US President, elect Frank Kellogg, and Aristide Briand. Peace agreement leaders. Why 1928 was a defining year. 1928 was a year of breakthroughs and transformation. Penicillin was discovered. Women gained voting rights. Cartoons began to talk. Leaders rose who would shape the future. These moments made 1928 a turning point in world history. Like, share and subscribe to uncover the stories behind the years that shaped our world. Comment below. What event from 1928 do you think changed history the most?